All right, welcome Team SOTI to Get Hired Fair 2024 January version or iteration of it. We're so happy to have you back as our sponsor for the whole fair. And we're so happy that you're going to take some time to talk to our students about some thoughts that you might have that would help them out as they go through networking events, our career fairs, and things of that nature. But before we do that, why did SOTI choose to come to the Get Hired Fair here at University of Toronto Mississauga's campus?
Yeah, so we love an opportunity to speak to students directly, face-to-face, one-on-one, and learn a little bit more about them, their diverse talents, their backgrounds, and just introduce them to a little bit more about what SOTI does and our available internship opportunities. So we love the opportunity to talk to students in person, and we just think it builds that connection and that network, and we're happy to be here to do that.
Awesome, and I know SOTI is popular amongst our University of Toronto students. You're at all three campuses. What to you makes a resume stand out for SOTI?
Yeah, so I would say I love to see students have personal projects on their resume and extracurriculars. So anything that really shows that you go above and beyond outside of the classroom to really show that you have passion in your field, we love to see that.
I love that. So theoretically, you know what's happening in the classroom because of the evidence of
Exactly.
what happens from the curriculum.
Yep.
But knowing what a student does outside of the classroom is even more intriguing.
Exactly.
So get out there, be part of a club, a student leader,
Yeah.
part-time job, volunteering. Those are all important to SOTI.
Absolutely.
Awesome. What do you think are 2 or 3 tips you might have for a student when it comes to a networking event or even being here at a career fair?
Yeah, so I would say come prepared with a little bit of background knowledge about the company. It's good to show that you did a little bit of research and you can come prepared to have that conversation about what the company does with the recruiters or other employees that are available at the booths. I would also just say bring a positive energy and some insightful questions to ask the recruiters as well.
Okay. So we got some rapid fire questions that
Sure.
I'm just going to throw at you.
Sounds
Yes
good.
or no, and if you want to add some filler comments to help substantiate your response there, so good to go?
Yeah, sounds good.
First off, cover letter or no cover letter?
I would say no cover letter. I think a resume is really the main thing we look at, but if you have one, it doesn't hurt, but not too key.
Okay. And does your organization, does SOTI, use social media platforms or even platforms like LinkedIn to recruit students?
We do actively post our roles on LinkedIn, so it's a good resource for students to check out if they want to know what opportunities are available at SOTI. And they can also connect with us as recruiters to reach out and learn a little bit more about what we have available or schedule one-on-ones with us. They can for sure reach out via social media.
Okay. That leads me into the next question.
Yeah.
What do you think is more important, a well-crafted resume or a stellar LinkedIn profile?
Ooh, that is a good question. I would say both are super important, but the first thing a recruiter is probably going to look at is your resume. So I would say make sure that that is perfected, but make sure that your LinkedIn profile aligns with it as well in terms of your job titles, the dates, the locations, and all the additional information should match your resume.
All right, this is a hot topic item.
Yeah.
I think students are always interested to know, how long does it take you to review a resume?
Oh, that's a great question. It's super quick. I would say a maximum of about 30 seconds to
30
review
seconds.
a resume. Yep.
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
All right. Should a student follow up either with a hiring manager or the recruiter like yourself with a thank you note?
Yeah, I think they absolutely should. It shows that you are interested, you're motivated, and maybe even after the interview, you just want to express that the interview reinforced your interest in the role. It definitely goes a long way in showing that you appreciated their time. So I would definitely follow up with a thank you note.
Okay. And then last but not least, a lot of our students are maybe at times impatient or they're wondering what's happening in the background. What do you think is an appropriate time to follow up with a hiring manager or an HR professional post the interview?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's fair to be curious, and it's hard to wait. I can understand that. Recruitment is a timely process, so it can generally take time depending on the number of applications we receive to hear back from us. But I would say about a week is a good amount of time to follow up and ask where your application is. It never hurts to ask a recruiter what the process is looking like.
All right, a week it is. Thank you so much once again to you and SOTI. We are
Thank
so
you.
thankful for always coming back on campus and being part of our Get Hired Fair as well as all of our networking opportunities.
Thank you so much
Thanks
for having us. We're so glad to be here.
Thank you.